Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Tara and I make videos about digital planning and different ways that you can get creative with your iPad. So if that sounds like something that's of interest to you, feel free to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so that you never miss a video. That all being said, let's go ahead and jump right into the purpose of today's video. I'm going to be showing you guys my February sticker set, which I am so excited for. And before we really get started, I just wanted to say a huge thank you to all of my Patreon patrons. Honestly, your support this last year has been just so incredibly wonderful. And I don't think I'd have had the growth that I've seen in my own personal design journey if it weren't for you all. So just a special thanks to all of you. My Patreon patrons helped decide the 3 color palettes that I'll be sharing with you guys today, as well as the theme. So if you would like to participate in any of that decision making, I will leave a link to check out my memberships below. If you're new here, what I always do is I have the first 2 pages of my sticker sets exactly the same, with maybe only some super minor tweaks, if any. And then my 3rd page is my themed page. I do this because I personally love to have matching functional stickers so that I can have a whole overall aesthetic that I'm happy with in my planner. I just really like for things to match, makes me happier. So that is how I do my sticker sets. So we've got all these beautiful functional stickers here with a nice deep red, a light pink, and then a couple colors with some oranger tones. So obviously this one is much more orange. That one's a bit more of a red orange, but you can see the hue in there, and I just think it brings an overall sense of warmth to the palette. And this is actually the color palette that I designed these stickers in, and I just fell in love immediately during the design process. And also you can see here, if you've used my sticker sets before, that this little note that I have here no longer has the flowers on it. I'm just keeping it plain to give you your own flexibility during your planning and creating your layout process. Moving on to the 2nd page, again, these are all mostly functional stickers with a few decorative elements. But the one thing that typically does change all the time is the washi tape. We've got this nice checkered one, and the checkered one I did a little bit different than I usually do. I removed the opacity here because it was just looking kind of funky. So most of the time my washi tape has some opacity to it so that you can actually see it layer, so that you know, when you're putting it on top of something, then you can see that a little bit through the background, just making it look a little bit more like tape. But for the checked pattern, I didn't do that. These ones are totally opaque, meaning you can layer them and you won't see anything from the background. We also have these really cute confetti ones, and then also some cupcakes to tie in the sweet treats. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the part that I'm most excited to share with you guys. This is the themed page. I'm in love. I, again, just want to thank my Patreon patrons. I feel like designing for you guys and using the voting process has really allowed me to push myself creatively, and I think this might be my favorite sticker set yet. It's definitely one of the ones I'm most proud of. Working in vector programs like Affinity Designer, I have a hard time making my art feel less flat. With Procreate and raster programs, it seems to be so much easier, but I struggle with it with vectors, and I'm definitely learning. I've been learning so much this past year, but I think that this one actually has a lot of depth. I feel like this is far less flat, and I'm just so excited to share these. So the themes that you guys voted on were balloons and chocolates or sweet treats. There was a tie between these, and so I decided to incorporate both of them. So we've got these Mylar balloons, or these foil balloons that I'm sure you guys have seen. I think they're such a cute aesthetic, and I was so excited to add these into the sticker set. And then we also have this confetti balloon here. There is some transparency to this as well, so if you move it around, bring it over something, you can see through it. Then we get into our really cute sweet treats. So I have a couple puns on here. We have this cake that says, "You're sweet," and then I also have some lettering off on the side here that says, "Treat yourself." I thought it was very appropriate for this month and for this sticker theme. I think this section is probably my favorite, with the cake pops and the chocolate covered strawberries and the lollipops. This is where I really felt like I made so much progress, and I was just so proud of what I was able to create for you guys. I definitely didn't want these to look flat. So The lollipops, both the round one and the heart one, have some transparency to them, so you can see even like the stick that comes through, and then they've got some highlights to give them some depth. And then in the cake pops, we also have some color variation to show depth, but my favorite part are the sprinkles. So it's hard to zoom all the way in and see them, but I did make these 3D. So the sprinkles are spheres as opposed to just being flat circles, and I think that really elevates the overall look of these. I really love it, and I hope you guys do too. So we've got this chocolate covered strawberry on a stick with the leaves removed, and I just think it's so cute. We've got this chocolate heart, the cherries, and some more chocolate strawberries down here. Some random confetti, a box that could be a gift or like a box of chocolates, however you want to look at that. We have this hot chocolate here, and I've made this straw removable because I originally designed it with the straw, and then I realized that hot chocolate and straws probably aren't the best mix because plastic and hot beverages don't go together. However, this does kind of look like a paper straw, so it's safer, but will likely probably disintegrate pretty quickly in the hot chocolate. So I don't know, I think it's really cute and I like it, but I also realize it's not that realistic. So, you know, you do you. You have the option. Just didn't want to force you to keep the straw if you thought it was weird. And you know, if you want, you can add it to the cupcake or something just for cuteness. So speaking of, we have our cupcake here. We have this cake. It's got some roses on it. We have a cookie cake, some kisses, and then some cookies with some checkered icing on them, and a donut. And then, like I said, some cute lettering here. So I've heard you guys, I know you like to have the name of the month written out. So we have February on here, as well as just some cute things like Happy Valentine's Day or Happy Galentine's Day, so you can group these together however you'd like. Love, I love you. Like I said, treat yourself, be mine, and XOXO. And that covers all of the sticker designs. So now I'll go ahead and share quickly the next two color palettes with you. So as I mentioned, my Daisy Divas get access to this color palette as part of their membership, but if you are Blossom Bunch or above, you will get this one as well as the next two. So this next one is super pink, very pretty, very kind of dreamy. I really like this one a lot. And I always do this every single time that I design a new sticker set and change the color palette. I think I like the first one, and then I fall in love with the second one, and then I fall in love with the next one, and it is so hard for me to pick what my favorites are. So you guys will have to let me know in the comment section below once you've seen all of these, which ones are your favorites. So the page that everyone wants to see is the theme page here. I think this color palette works so well with these stickers. It's so incredibly beautiful. These make me so happy, and I hope that they bring you guys as much joy as they've brought me so far. Also, the fun thing about the cup of hot chocolate is if you want, you can color match the cup and like color this in, and then you can add other hearts, you can add other quotes. Like if you wanted to change it to say something punny like hot stuff or that's hot, that still works for Valentine's. I feel like that would be so cute on the hot chocolate. I didn't want to overdo it with the puns because I wasn't totally sure how that would be received, but I personally am a big fan of puns. Okay, and lastly, we're going to move on to our third color palette. So this was one of the 3 winners on Patreon, but I also put up the poll on Instagram just to kind of gauge what people were thinking. And on Instagram, this turned out to be an absolute crowd favorite, and I can see why. I really love this color palette. I was a little bit nervous about how it would turn out with the stickers because I designed them not with a color palette like this in mind. But once I saw these colors together, I just knew that I had to put them as an option, and yeah, apparently you all agreed as well. I'll definitely be using these colors more often in the future, maybe not for sticker sets, but for other art designs or possibly some branding or something. I'm not sure, we'll have to see, but I am in love. So here's page 2, and then we'll move on to the theme page. And I was honestly pleasantly surprised with how these worked out. I love the Mylar balloons, and I really like the cake pops. But mostly I just find these colors together so pleasing. Anyway, that brings this video to an end. I would love to know which of these color palettes is your favorite or which sticker set is your favorite. Leave me a comment and let me know. But other than that, I think that's everything for today. Like I said, links to purchase these on Etsy will be available down below, or if you'd like to get the best deal, that is always on Patreon. The memberships are cheaper than what it would cost to purchase the stickers outright, plus there are other freebies and little perks based on your tier that are available in addition. So like I said, I will leave links to Etsy and Patreon below for you to check those out. But that's where I'm going to leave this video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. As always, you're the best. I love you so much, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!